Da-da-da. Hello, everybody. And as you can see from over here, I did it right this time. SemperFryLLC.com. Everything's a mirror. All right, so let's read a little here. I want to show you some things and stuff. Let's get over to the other channel I have going here so I can read you the description that I wrote. Shush. It says, you know, our awesome hot sauce has been the freshest, best tasting artisan hot sauce line since we first debuted in 2013. Tens of thousands of you came to our store in San Diego for the 7 years we ran the operations. You can still get our award winning, most delicious of all hot sauces in the galaxy or any other galaxy by visiting the Crazy Pepper store in Old Town San Diego's Fiesta de Reyes section. It's the same place that we were, just different name, different operators, but they still wholesale purchase from us, so our sauces are still there. That makes, oh boy, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 years running now in the same spot. You can also get our awesome hot sauces at semperfryllc.com. And right now you can use code FOODSTAR for 6% off. But wait, there's more. Okay, what's more? Let me go ahead and do the screen minimizer here. I think that's what you're seeing over here. Yeah. All right, cool. All right. So far everything's working. And I will just go to here. So right there, you see in the description of the Rumble video that we're showing, and also on the YouTube. Let me see if I can pop up the YouTube for you. Blink. There it is. Blink. Blink. All right. So we are on. We have 1,140 subscribers here. Let's make that 10,000. Yeah? We should do this. We should make that happen. And if you look at the description here, you'll also see it says semperfryllc.com, everything I just said. And then it's about, wait, there's more. What's the more, you ask? Click it. Now, what you should see is me in the wrong side. Here, let me move over. I'm going to move over. Like that. There we go. And I coming to you live in a tank top to show you that at 46, you can eat awesome hot sauce and still be in shape. Took our little puppy for, at least he's like a forever puppy. He's been around for a while, but I took him for a walk around the neighborhood today in Yuma, Arizona, and we walked for maybe 3 miles. And he did just fine because it's not quite super hot yet. It's got a nice breeze. It was a good day for a dog walk. All right, so Dr. Peter Glidden. If you don't know who Dr. Peter Glidden is, I have a Rumble channel that's called Dr. Glidden and Friends Health Solutions Show. That's actually where I'm also broadcasting this right now. There's 116 followers on it. I haven't started it that long ago, but there are a lot of different interviews I've already added to here, plus all the new ones that come in. I live stream on here every Wednesday, and we go over health solutions by way of a naturopathic doctor, not a psychotic MD who doesn't know thing one about nutrition or health and will end up harming you more than help you. So that's why this is a thing. Health is not their objective. Learn more. That was 23 days ago with Dr. Glidden. So yeah. Now, why am I showing you that? Because on my website in the top right corner, there is a portal to get to Dr. Glidden's website. And if you are not a member, it should say log in there. You can sign up there and you can use a code that you'll see on the front page of this right there to get 25% off the membership and access to a great number of things, including, as I'll show you, the health recovery protocols. What they call the symptom or what they call the condition and what an MD would do versus what an ND would do. There's lots of videos on different ones here. And then it says, the MD says the latest strain of the influenza virus is what causes it, even though there's no such thing. And then the MD says Tamiflu, vaccination, antihistamines, and antifebrile meds. All poison. And the ND clause says the influenza virus has never been proven to exist, not through the Rivers modified Koch postulates, which is the golden standard of microbial identification and proof of pathology. Sometimes or something is making people sick seasonally, but the assumption that it is a virus just doesn't make epidemiological sense, and so on and so forth. And he goes on to the thing and it says his recommendation is the 90 essential nutrients and the elimination of the 12 bad foods. Don't gum up the works is a common phrase of his. And there's others here. So you have 7-day detox program, the 21-day beet juice program, the 67-day heavy metal detox program. And then if you go on this page, medical insights, you will learn what the 12 bad foods are. These are all videos, these boxes. 10 questions to ask your MD before agreeing to anything. 13 questions to ask your oncologist if you want to get kicked out. 90 essential nutrients via Dr. Glidden's recommendations. And then if you scroll down, there's all kinds of great things. The cholesterol myth busting, the salt myth busting. They're both very good for you and you absolutely need them. And the parasite cleanse. This is what I want to show you. The full moon parasite cleanse. Okay. Get the junk out every once in a while. Do some maintenance on yourself. Do the beet juice periodically. Just do maintenance on yourself and then don't eat the bad foods in the first place so you don't get the inflammation. And try to stay away from chlorinated stuff. Now we're finding out that they bathe chicken in chlorine. So if they're super, super white when you get them, yeah, find a better source. Because chlorine causes inflammation, yes, in the arteries. And yes, that's why cholesterol patches it, because it's like a Band-Aid over the inflammation so you don't die. It's not because you have too much cholesterol and it's just getting built up. No, your body's actually putting it on top of the inflammation so that you don't die. But if you constantly are eating things that inflame you, you're constantly getting more Band-Aids slapped on top of more Band-Aids until you have a teeny tiny hole for the blood to get through. But who's causing what? It's not the cholesterol's problem. It's not the cholesterol's fault anyway. You need cholesterol for all of your hormones to be created. Your liver creates hormones, right? Like it secretes the cholesterol, whatever. One of the things, right? And you need the cholesterol for regeneration of the brain tissue. That's why people get Alzheimer's and dementia, because they're on a statin drug, which screws up their liver so that it can't produce the cholesterol that also creates your hormones. So you get limp-limmy and you get brain fog and all kinds of other things because you're not getting enough cholesterol in your body. So all these things are things you can correct when you know the Dr. Glidden information. Okay, now, for those of you out there who are more familiar with what we do over here, there's about 1,000 people from the various shows that I do that use my code for Azure Well products for the 90 essential nutrients that everybody needs, but in a whole food vitamin form. Code BB5 for 5% off for life. But here's the cool thing about it. This link, when you click this picture, it goes to a site that already is 10% off. And I'll explain and I'll prove that to you right now. The true site for this is Azure Living Well. Okay, but at Azure Living Well, let's do a search. Derp, 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 derp. Where is it? Oh, you gotta go to the store button first. Shop. Search. Let's do whole food multivitamin. There we go. Okay, so what does it say? It says $43.96 for the whole food multivitamin on this site. And yes, my code BB5 also works on this site. But wouldn't you rather it already be 10% reduced and then get another 5% off of that than to come here and get 5% off of the higher amount? Yeah. So if you go to my site, like I said, click that, you jump on over here. What's the whole food multivitamin say? $39.96. It says, say it again. Where'd it go? What the hell? It's this whole thing. $39.96 versus $43.96. $39.96 versus $43.96. You're already saving, about $4. Yeah. All right. So now, what are you looking at? You get another 5% off of that. And also, you earn Azure dollars or Azure money. It's like credits to your next purchase. So not only are you getting 15% off, but you're also getting credits to reduce your next purchase in the next month when you buy your supplements again. So that's awesome. And you don't need to add up to a certain amount before you use them. You can use them whenever you want to. You don't have to like collect to 5 or collect to 10 or collect to $25 worth. You can just use them whenever you want, and it's an actual dollar amount. Okay. So there you go. The whole food multivitamin, and it has, this is like the core of the 90 essential nutrients for the vitamin side of it. Immune support, energy support, thinking and connection, bone factors, microbe essentials, microbiome essentials, trace minerals, which is awesome because you need trace minerals in everything. And thank God you also have it from your whole food multivitamin. Emotional stability, heart health, liver support, nerve and blood cell support. And if you keep scrolling down here, it gives you the breakdown. And then there's also selenium in here. If anybody knows who Dr. Glidden is, it's probably because of his discussion he had on somebody's documentary when he was at a conference a long time ago, talking about cancer and the failure of chemotherapy killing 97% of the people that it contacts, and how simple selenium would have saved people. Copper is really important. Now, this says it's only 0.1 milligram. That was the old batch. The newer batch has 4 milligrams per serving. And that's good because you need it for your elastin so you don't get hernias. You need it for the elastin everywhere and for hair color and stuff like that. But the elastin is important because you don't want arteries that need to expand and contract to just burst instead. Yeah, those aren't good. Or embolisms or aneurysms or all that stuff. So copper is important. When you have too much iron in your body, it offsets your copper, and copper also is important for your ATP energy and your mitochondria. So if you have chronic fatigue issues, it's probably, maybe, possibly a great number of different things, including poor diet, not enough water, feeling because you're dehydrated and don't know it, or also tons of mineral deficiencies, including copper. Okay, so this is the core of what you need for this. Dun, da, da, da. Okay, now we're going to go back to. I'm going to run down all the things that you need for your 90 essential nutrients. The whole food multivitamin is number 1. The Alaskan cod liver oil is number 2. That's your essential fatty acids, omega-3s and all that. And it's really super cheap. Plus, you're getting 5% more off of that. And also just remember, these are the 1,200 milligram size capsules. They're a little bit bigger. If you have children, you might want to get the smaller version as well. You might want to take the bigger ones. The kids can take the smaller ones. And there's 415 milligram ones here. Okay. Scrolling down, though, we're going to come back to this because this is really important. Keep scrolling. There's got collagen here. There's all kinds of cool stuff in here. And then you hit the load more. And right there, the fulvic humic blend. These are all your minerals. You start off with 1/16 of a teaspoon, and you work your way up. I know I got dog. Ollie, and you work your way up to an eighth of a teaspoon. And this one container will last one person 90 days. That's 3 months. If you're taking the highest dose, which is 1/8. Taking a 16th, it'll last you 6 months. So this isn't a monthly expenditure. Okay, now keep scrolling. The last thing is going to be the IP6 Supreme, which is right here. This is bone and heart health. This also helps to regulate the excessive iron that could be filling up in your tissues, causing chronic fatigue, causing bone and joint pain, oxidative stress. This is an antioxidant, of course, but it also helps to remove the excess iron from you and stabilize your copper. It also has magnesium, calcium, and phosphorus, so that's why I say it's for your bones and your heart. It's a powder. I like the powder personally. It's white. It's flavorless. It's easy to get to have. You put it in a drink for a child or whatever, as well. And I have the whole food multivitamin here. More should be coming today for me. That's an empty container. And so there you go. That's important. Now let's talk about the hot sauce. We are still at the crazy pepper. All right, so here's the crazy pepper. Papam. Now he has lines up of his own sauces. And if you go to if you're in San Diego, 2754 Calhoun Street, that's where our store was. It's now called the Crazy Pepper, and someone else. 27 reviews, 4.8 stars. Can't go wrong there. And there it is. Okay, you can find it here. Can I make it grow? No, I can make it bigger though. There's no plus sign? You got to be kidding me. Well, there's SeaWorld. It's a great spot when people actually still travel. It's not so much when they shut the whole entire world down for months at a time to cry about an invisible boogeyman. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. That doesn't exist. Yeah. Okay. Anyhow, so here we are. You can get all of our sauces there, and I recommend if you're in town to do so. Otherwise, come to my website. You can use code FOODSTAR, FOODSTAR, for 6% off all the sauces and the creatine. Okay. And we do sell by the gallon. If you don't see the actual flavor that you want, call me for a quote or contact me through the website for a quote. The options are available as original butter, believe it, or avocado at that button. Whippersnapper when pigs fly at that one, and Humsinger. But if there's something else that you want, I'll try to figure out what it would cost for a gallon of it, and then I can give you an invoice that way, and we can go from there. Okay. Now there's also 12 packs, 8 packs of the 12-ounce bottles, and 12-pack of 12-ounce bottles. These ones do not get the discount applied to them because they already give you free shipping. So it's about 20. It's gone up so much in shipping, like it's like $25 that I'm paying for the shipping. So that's why you're not getting an additional discount, because these are already cheaper prices. If you are a store, listen, if you are a store in Arizona or San Diego and you want awesome hot sauce, let me know. We'll work out some details. I'll bring you some samples and we'll go from there. This is our old store entrance here. And here is it all fancy with a little glimmer in it. Yep. Okay. And then you see all of our sauces. And when you click it, you'll understand why it says $9.95 to $15.95. There's a 6-ounce and a 12-ounce by volume option. Some of them also list a 2-ounce option. So you'll see like it even, like this one says $4.99. It's because there's a 6-ounce, a 2-ounce, and a 12-ounce. And don't ask me why they do the. So I added the 2 months later, so they just put it at the end rather than putting it in, size order. The site isn't really smart. You just gotta level with it and deal with it and all that good stuff. So there you go. But all the way down the line, and there's the Cosmic Candy with my daughter on it. On July 2nd, 2016, at 5:05 p.m., our daughter entered a new world full of magic, adventure, love, and hot sauce. We proudly present Cosmic Candy, a honey habanero hot sauce from our Semper Fi. It's from Semper Fi. You get the spice and flavor of a reasonably hot sauce combined with the culinary sweetness of honey. And you know what's also cool is that this date was exactly 1 year to the date that our store opened for the first time in 2015. So she was born exactly on our anniversary, the year, 1 year after we opened. That was awesome. There you go. All kinds of good things. And now she's a big girl. Almost 10. Almost 10. Can you believe it? Yeah, so there you go. I mean, I highly recommend everybody check out the store first in Old Town. So there's a lot of Yelping, a lot of Reddit, Crazy Pepper on Instagram. Hey, there's me right there. And if you scroll down far enough, is there no pictures? What the heck? That's weird. There was a lot more pictures on here before. I don't know what happened. Huh. Maybe I'm on this side. It doesn't matter. You'll see. My sauces are in there. I have a whole section devoted to our sauces. Quite a lot, I would say. I'm a little. Is that what goes on? See, I don't know how these things work. I'm not really good at. I'm not good at navigating or anything. I'm not good at stuff and things. Come on, you make me do stuff and things now. What's that all about? But yeah, there should totally be more pictures than that. I don't know what that's all about. Anyhow, and you see our Instagram. Well, I'm not gonna do it right now. I'm not gonna worry about it. Yeah, maybe. Come on, bro. SemperFryLLC.com. Awesome hot sauce store. Bam! Right there. It goes right to it. Don't worry about Ansels. Don't worry about anything else. We are the one. Awesome hot sauce can't be beat when it comes to taste and quality. The location's a bit small and can get a little crowded. What does that mean? That the sauces aren't good with the. You don't need a big place. Come on, man. It's a weird. Okay, Yelper. You think you're like some kind of professional because you bitch about shit. Shut up. Shut the goddamn mouth. There you go. But yeah, there it is. And on my Instagram, which I was trying to actually find. Let me just go. Yes, that thing. When you go here to ours, you will find, besides a lot of really cool pictures, there. That's our section. At the Crazy Pepper. With a nice lighting in it. I think that's the lighting I hung when I was there. Yeah, it is. It is. It's still the same lighting that I hung up. I thought they redid it. This is Get Your Awesome Hot Sauce, and let's make this sauce and go viral. We know the worldwide. We are known worldwide thanks to the store, and when we ran it for the first 7 years, we had people from as far as the French Polynesian Islands to Greece to Russia, France, UK, Australia, and some really wild places singing our praises for how good our sauces taste. Can't make it to the store? We are online at SemperFryLLC.com, link in the bio, and discount code is written right on the site landing page for you. And it's a glad thing I wrote it like that because otherwise it changes sometimes. So and there's our little girl. Bam. When she was still little. It says, my greatest creation is the one that's on the screen. So cute. And there's me trying some of the El Pepper Loco sauces. The crazy corn one was pretty good. It's not crazy hot, but it's still good. This one right here on the left. This one I still have almost a full bottle of because it was ripping my face off. And there's me doing Thanksgiving. Oh, look, there's the whole food multivitamin. He popped out of the turkey. No, just kidding. And there's the spicy honey, which, by the way, we do have in stock, people. Everybody's been asking me. Yes, we have it in stock. We have it in stock. No worries. Stop yelling at me. Rebecca finally made some more. We've had it for a while, actually, but I forgot to tell people. I think I did, actually. And then these are the Uccello brothers. If you guys ever see them around San Diego, Sunsafe Windows is their company. They do the what do you call it? The tinting and stuff like that and all that good stuff. The greatest dudes ever and their fellow Italiano. Thank you for visiting El Paparoco. Wish I was there. For those of you who don't know, Dom and Anthony are on the Feast of Friends sauce label. That was way back before I was old. There it is right there. That's all three of us right there, all wearing the same shirt. Bam. And then I thought that was kind of cool. That was when we were at the airport. I forgot which one. Coming back from New York with my daughter. Our sauce is boss. And it looks like someone's knuckle punching me in the back of the head. There you go. There you go. And this is a fun one. All right, so now you know. Now you know we are always and always will be your one stop for hot sauce, but also we do other stuff too. You're one the one stop for lots of things. Because if you have your 90 essential nutrients, you're not going to be breaking down and having to go in for maintenance and repair. You're going to save more money on doctor bills and BS, and also the fact that they harm you more than they help you. And then you get on medications that further deplete you of your nutrients and minerals. And when they stop, quote unquote, working and they have to up the dose, do you want to know why that is? It's because it requires the minerals and nutrients in your body for them to work. So when they actually suck it all out of you and you don't know enough to put those nutrients back in you, they up the dose. How do you think that does to your body? What do you think that does to your body? It's creating the situation for you to have something else break on you. Because the first thing was never addressed, and that would be typically mineral deficiencies, sometimes nutrients from like vitamins and stuff like that. But typically, like if you don't like B vitamins, like you avoid B vitamins, you're gonna have a low red blood cell count. So ask me how I know that. I know somebody who was just in a hospital and had to have, well, they told her she had to have a transfusion or an infusion of red blood cells and then iron. I'm like, ugh. Okay, semperfryllc.com. Join us on Wednesdays at Dr. Glidden's and Friends Health Solutions Show. Dr. Glidden and Friends Health Solutions Show. You can find it on Rumble. Lots of people have already, like I said, we have another channel that's like 5,000 followers, but this is the one that's specifically just a Dr. Glidden and Friends show that I kind of like branched off and isolated all the stuff on this side. The other channel, we have about a little bit over 5,100 followers, and we're on different platforms too. And there's about 1,000 people already on the 90 essential nutrients, and almost on a daily basis, I get like 3 or 4 people saying how much better off they are, and I'm happy because it helps them. It gives back. It fights against the misinformation about health, which I think I'm doing something positive in the world by spreading the message of Dr. Glidden and Dr. Monzo, and also supports the efforts of Dr. Monzo and myself. So everybody wins. Everybody wins. All right. There's the sauces, and we'll do something more often on this channel here on YouTube. Like I said, I want 10 damn K. I want 10,000 people. Let's make it happen. Share it around. Do the thing with the stuff. Yeah? All right. And there's just a couple examples. I gotta spin the wrong one. All right. So this is the Blueberry Supernova, and this is the Toba Super Volcano. These are a couple of the hotter sauces that I have. And I just grabbed these because they had labels on them. I just shipped out the rest of the sauces, so I only had a couple that had labels all the way down on them. They're all shrink banded. I just didn't put any labels on the other ones. And then there's the IP6 Supreme. This is for your bones. Yes, you can't get too much calcium. Don't let people tell you that you're going to get kidney stones. You know how you get kidney stones? When you don't have enough calcium and your body starts breaking down your bones to add calcium to your blood so you don't have a heart attack. That's the only time. So if you have enough calcium in your body at all times, it doesn't break down your bones and you're not going to get the kidneys problem. Okie dokie. And what else? What else about that? We have osteoclast and osteoblast. Osteoclast, eat your bone. Osteoblast, spray on the new bone as they blast it. Like, think of like a painter with the air painter, right? Think of that. And then now you know that you have a constant need for calcium because you're constantly breaking down an old bone and adding new to keep it strong. Now, when they give you anti-osteoporosis medicine, you know what they do? They shut down the osteoclasts, the things that chew up the old and weak bone. Oh, you have thicker bone mass, but it's all old and rickety and brittle. Doctors don't know what the hell they're doing. Listen to me, honestly. I'm not trying to be funny here. I'm being serious. I've put the time and effort into this, and I talk to the very best and smartest people out there. And if you don't believe me, come check out the shows on Wednesday, and you'll realize quickly that I'm right, and more importantly, that they're right. and then you can help get yourself better on track. Magnesium, calcium, phosphorus, and inositol. Code BB5. Make sure you get the whole food multivitamin. And then the other two things I showed you, the fulvocamic acid and the essential fatty acids from the Alaskan cod liver oil. All right. It's been a pleasure. Semper Fry LLC.com. Until next time. And let's find some fun stuff to do. Maybe we'll do running the gauntlet. But like I said, I'm 46 right now. I eat my hot sauce almost every day on something. And I stay fit. And so can you. It's not that hard. Oh, you know what? I also use magnesium spray instead of antiperspirant. So sometimes you put a little too much on, you get little dots on the bottom. Yeah, it's whatever. Okay. See you next time. Let's make this channel huge.